Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's always good to see some faces. I can see Salome, Adelia, Rodney. I can see Christopher. France is looking very weird tonight. Naomi, Fred, Willem, Charmaine, Rueda, Don, Jack, Barney, Arila, Davi, Quibus. Geez, everybody's coming on with their cameras now. Now I have to say so many names. Hopefully not all 146 going to do that to me tonight. But it's awesome to see the faces. I love seeing faces. Awesome, awesome. So good to have you here tonight. What a nice turnout. I'm super, super excited. I want to make tonight as practical as it can be. I want to show you why this is the business. The first thing I want to know is the makeup of my audience. Who here, it's your very, very first time hearing about BeeCoinWise? Put a 1 in the comments. So you've not been, or you've not seen me at least. Put a 1 in the comments so I can see who are the very, very new people here tonight. And the number 2s, you have been here before, but you've not joined the business, right? The typical fence sitter, like I was for at least 10 hours. And then the number 3s, you are already in the business. I see way too many number 3s. I need to see a lot of number 1s, but number 3s after tonight, hopefully this will open up for you a different way of explaining to people what this business is about. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. My request to all these number 3s that's here, I'm glad to see there's so many of you. Please bring your number 1s. You need to bring your guests. We need customers in our business. There's no business that grows without customers. All right. Number 1s are very heartily welcome, and it's great to see you here. It's great to have you here. I need to ask you a little question. How many of you did some shopping this past week or past weekend? Groceries or clothes, maybe even just a quick stop for a snack, right? We all do it. Who of you did that? Who in the last week or this weekend did some shopping? Just put me in the comments and we're going to see how many of you did that, right? So it's something none of us can avoid. We have to do shopping. We have to do shopping, right? Now, here's the thing. What if I told you that there's a way to keep doing that exact same shopping at more or less the same stores? Some stores we might need to change, but at the same prices, right? But instead of just handing over your money, and that's the end of it, you actually get money back every month, all right, from stuff we're already doing. And not only that, if you share this with your friends and family, you can also earn a small cash back on their shopping. And then over time, that becomes your real passive income stream. Now, tonight, I'm going to show you a very simple way, just how simple this actually is. You don't need to spend more. You don't need to change your lifestyle. All you do is change the way you pay, and the system takes care of the rest. And this is where I'd like to ask you some questions. This is going to be very interactive tonight, okay? I need to ask you some questions to get you thinking about how this might fit into your life. And that's why we've got the chat box open. Let me ask you. Now, who of you enjoy the idea of getting money back on the shopping you're already doing? Put a 1, right? I've got some questions. Question number 1. Who here enjoys the idea of getting money back on the shopping you're already doing? Put a 1 in the comments. Number 2. If you could earn a cashback every month just by changing the way you pay at the cashier, would you be open to that? Number 3, who would agree that it makes sense to get rewarded for spending money you're already going to spend anyway? You're going to spend it anyway, but you're going to get rewarded for that. Does it make sense to you? Put a 3. Number 4, how many of you have ever wished your shopping could somehow put money back into your pocket and eventually actually pay for your shopping and more? That's a number 4. Number 5, if you could keep buying the exact same things at the exact same price, but you receive a money back at the end of the month, why wouldn't you want to do that? You're going to type a little bit there for me. Why would you not want to do that? Number 6, who likes the idea of helping their friends and family save money And at the same time, you're going to create a passive income stream for yourself. Put a 6. Number 7s. How many of you would be happy to share something simple if it benefits both you and the people you care about? Number 8. Would you agree that it's smarter to turn everyday shopping into a little extra income? Your everyday, anyway shopping. Instead of leaving that money on the table. And I'm going to show you just how much money there's already on that table. That's number 8. 9. What difference would it make for you if your shopping started giving you a steady income every month? I always say, this BeeCoinWise business is my pension fund because it's so simple, it's so straightforward, and it just makes sense. And the last question, why do you think some people stay stuck with one income stream while others grab opportunities that fit right into their daily life? Why would that be? Because they don't take action? Because they're scared? What will other people say? What if it doesn't work? Those are all excuses, justifications. Look at that. So it's the fear, big differences, financial freedom. Yes, look at that. A huge 9. Yeah. Look at that. Comfort zones. We're in comfort zones. Comfort zones does not make money. If you're in your comfort zone, you're not making money. You need to step out of that comfort zone. People think everything is a scam, isn't it? Everything's a scam. You know what? Going shopping and paying for your goods is a scam. It's amazing how people can say shopping and paying for your goods is a scam. I just cannot get that. I don't know. And they're scared of something new. People are scared of something new because that is the same as moving out of your comfort zone. But it's the something new that's going to make you money. Scared of change, scared, comfort zone. Look at that. It's all about scaredness and comfort zone. It's moving out of your comfort zone. Just remember this. There's no money to be made in your comfort zone. We have to move. But how difficult is it to pay different? How difficult was it for you to start paying with a credit card or a debit card after we were so used to cash when I was a kid? Using a checkbook, and all of a sudden I need to use a plastic card. Nobody wanted to do EFTs because people, you're out there in the cloud somewhere. Nobody had an understanding really about what the cloud and the internet is. People were scared, but it was not a scam. All right. Suspicion, yes. Comfort zones. See, it's so many of these comfort zones and stuff. Look at that. And yeah, I like that one, Tracy. Lazy. People are lazy because we're going to show you a different way to pay for your goods. And because people are lazy, they don't do it. Can you believe there are people in this business already? I'm talking to the number 3s. There are people in this business, number 3s, that's never, ever even used the system once. If you are bold enough to say that you are one of those, let's put a weird number. Put number 17. If you're a number 3 and you've never used your wallet, because maybe you don't know, maybe you just haven't had a chance, put a 17. Let's see how many of our number 3s have actually not started this business or started using this business. You got in, but you're not using it. Let's see if we get some number 17s. Right. We're not going to hold it against you, right? But I'm going to show you just why you should be starting this business. Rejection, look at that. You have to do something different to get something different, Melissa. Absolutely. Skeptical. There's a number 17. There's a number 7, which I think should be a 17. Another 17, another 17, another, okay? So there are people in this business already, but they haven't actually started using the different way of payment. And all we're going to introduce to you is a digital wallet, right? We all have wallets. We all have to pay. Sometimes we've got money in our wallet. Sometimes we've got our debits and credit cards in our wallet, sometimes cash. Now we're just going to take that thing and make it digital. When we start a business, isn't it clear that a business, you think of a CEO and you think of management and so forth, right? And when we discuss this business with people, don't they many times tell you, oh, but it looks like a freaking, shapes that you learned about at school. Let me show you. Something similar to this. Don't they say it looks like that? But this is the typical corporate hierarchy. The CEO to the customer. The CEO there at the top, who sets the company's vision and strategic direction and so forth. And he's got his top management, he's got his middle management, right? And the middle management has got the frontline staff who then directly kind of interacts with the customers. And then you get the customers. This is a corporate structure. It's nothing different. We are going to start a business, you're going to start a business, and you're going to have a corporate structure. So if anybody tells you anything else, you tell them it is a corporate structure. If you want, you can make a screenshot of this and show it in their face. All corporates work this way, and so is BeeCoinWise. Your business will work in the same way. Let's have a look at some different corporate structures. I'm going to show you two of them. Now, the first one, let's have a look at a life insurance company. Okay, and I just kept it very simple. But don't we have at the top as a company, you will have most likely a CEO, and the CEO is going to have some managers, right? We've got some managers there. And the manager will oversee a few brokers, and the brokers will go out and will find some clients. Can you see? We are working within a corporate structure. Life insurance, they all work like this, more or less. They've probably got more layers, okay? But this is how it works. You will start at the top with the company, the CEO, his managers, his brokers, the clients, right? What happens next? Well, the clients will start paying a policy maybe, or insurance or whatever. And let's say the clients pay 1,000 Rand each, right? So we've got 6 clients. I'm not going all the way to the right. I'm just going to use the first 2 brokers, and they just started, they've only got 3 clients each. So obviously, let's say they get a policy or insurance for 1,000 Rand each. So there's a 6,000 Rand income for the company. Each broker's got 3 clients, each one paying $1,000. All right. So what happens next? Well, people start earning in this company. Now, usually the CEO will earn a lot of money and probably get an annual bonus as well. Let's say 1 million Rand. Okay. Because let's remember, there's lots of managers and lots of brokers and lots of clients. My example is just showing a little bit of it, a little extract. Now let's go from the manager. He's probably going to receive an incentive based on how many clients is in his portfolio, right? With all his brokers. So he's got 2 brokers, each one's got 3 clients, there's 6,000 Rand there, and maybe he gets a 10% incentive, so he gets 600 Rand, right? Small numbers. Now the brokers also getting a compensation, don't they? We know that your insurance broker is getting compensation, your medical aid broker is getting compensation, right? Your life insurance broker is getting compensation. That's how they make their money. Now the broker number 1 on the left, he's got 3 clients, 1,000 Rand each, that's 3,000 Rand. He gets 10% commission. So he's getting 300 Rand. And so is the broker next to him. Also gets 300 Rand. From where? From the client that is paying his insurance policy. So that 1,000 Rand is now 100 Rand is going to the broker, or 10 Rand is going, no, 100 Rand is going to the broker, and another 100 Rand to the manager. So the company gets 800 Rand, of which they still need to pay the CEO's bonus, right? But what happens? What happens if all these clients leave and say, I don't need this anymore? You know, in the hard times, we cancel our policies, we can cancel medical aids, we cancel all those type of things. What happens? Null. There's no more client income because they all canceled their policies. So what's the commission the broker is going to earn? Nil. What's the CEO going to earn? Probably also nil, because everybody is leaving, right? They might still get a salary or so, but it's all nil. What does this mean? It means this is not a self-sustainable business. If we don't have clients that's spending the money, there's no company, right? And nobody can earn if we don't buy this policy from this life insurance company. So that means game over. Company's gone. They need clients. Every business needs clients. All right. Let's look at a different type of company. I love this one, the subscription business. Let's go to a subscription company. So we got more or less the same thing. The subscription company is going to have a subscriber level number 1, you know, somebody that saw this thing, and then they get people that to also subscribe, and they get people to subscribe, and they get people to subscribe, and so forth, you know. So it is your typical MLM company, which is nothing wrong with that. We've got Amway, we've got Herbalife, we've got Manatech, we've got Tupperware, we've got the Avon lady. All works on this principle, right? But let's look at the subscription business, which is purely subscriptions. Okay. Now, Again, what are we going to do here? The subscribers are going to pay, let's say 100 Rand a month. So even on level 1, that subscriber is paying his 100 Rand. On level 2, those subscribers are paying their 100 Rands. Level 3 are paying 100 Rands. And level 4 paying their 100 Rands. Right? So everybody's paying their subscription to get whatever they're getting from the subscription company. Right? It is a business. But people need to earn from this. So what happens? Okay, so if we look at level 4, they don't earn. They're just paying a subscription. They get nothing, all right? Which is the worst place to be. But the level 3 people, they do earn. Let's say they earn 10%. Now level 3, this first subscriber there, he's got 3 people that he sort of referred to the business, and he gets 10% of the 300 Rand that his people got in. He gets 30 bucks. And so the subscriber next to him also gets 30 bucks. And that goes up to the next level, and your subscriber level number 2, he now earns 80 bucks because he's got the 6 people on level 4 and 2 people on level 3. And then we go to subscriber level number 1, he gets 100 bucks because he's got 3, 6, 7, 8, he's got 9 people paying 90 Rand, 100 Rand each. So he gets 10%, so he gets 90 bucks. It's all good. But what happens next? All these people start canceling subscriptions. They don't want the subscription. Why? Because it's just costing them money and it's going hard. I don't need the subscription anymore. What happens? Boom! There's no income. Is this business self-sustainable or not? No, it's not. Because you need this money from the people to pay a subscription which they can cancel at any time. Just like they could cancel the insurance, medical aids. They can cancel those things at any time. That means the business is not self-sustainable. We are looking for a business that's self-sustainable, right? So this is also not working for us because when everybody stops paying their subscription, there's no income and game over. No more income for me. Wasted my time. Right, let's go to shopping. We're going to take a shopping merchant like Pick n Pay. I'll put there in brackets Pick n Pay. So Pick n Pay's got a branch, and that branch will have a CEO or a managing director or a senior manager or something running the branch, or the owner, whatever we want to call him. Let's call him in this case the CEO. Now this branch, and I made it very simplistic. There will be many more layers obviously, but let's say the CEO's got 2 departmental managers, and those managers, they've got some departmental staff working for them, and then they get the shoppers. Can you see we're back into the corporate structure here, like I showed you in the beginning. Everything in life works in that corporate structure. It's just how it is. Now, here's the interesting part. How can Pick n Pay make money? How do they make money? Well, they need these shoppers to start spending money. Okay, so there they go. Our shoppers are going to spend money. Now remember, this is the business we're in, so just put that in the back of your mind. You are one of those shoppers. I'm one of those shoppers. Each one of you are a shopper. You told me you've already shopped this weekend and last weekend. We shop all the time, but let's just say we shopped, and there we go. We all spent, there's 6 of us, we spent 6,000 Rand in total. So this departmental staff had 3 shoppers that spent 1,000 Rand each. That departmental staff member had 3 shoppers spending 1,000 Rand each. And so it will go on. There's a load of shoppers. All right. But what happens now next? Okay, forget the 10,000s and so forth. Okay, there's actually 160,000 Rand there, but okay, doesn't matter. But I want to show you what's the earnings in this model. The CEO is going to get a salary and probably a bonus. Okay, the departmental manager is getting a salary and a bonus, and so is the departmental staff. They get a salary and a bonus. The bonus, more or less, probably your 13th check, but they get a salary. Okay, whether I shop there or a lot or little, they still get their salary. Okay, this is the typical merchant, the Pick n Pay salary payroll. Okay, but now what happens if nobody goes shopping? What happens if nobody goes shopping? Well, there's no shopping, there's no income. The CEO might still get his salary and maybe an incentive to try and revive the business. The departmental staff will probably get a salary for another month or 2 until this business closes down. The shopper, that's even more detrimental. If the shopper stops buying stuff, it's detrimental to the existence of this planet. This is what's going to happen with Pick n Pay. If nobody shops there, they're going to close down. But if we take all the merchants and all the shoppers, and all the shoppers stop shopping, what's going to happen? The end of our existence. We cannot stop shopping because you need to eat. You need petrol. You cannot stop shopping. So will we get to a situation where all of a sudden shoppers spend zero? No. They might spend less, but they can never stop shopping, because the result of that is the end. Okay. Have we got a self-sustainable business coming about? I think so. We're on our way to utilize something that we have to do. We cannot stop shopping. We have to do it. And our business is built on the model of something we have to do anyway, and that is shopping. And that is why this business, our BeeCoinWise business opportunity, is a self-sustainable business, because for as long as I breathe, and you breathe, and you breathe, and you breathe, you have to shop. And as long as you shop, we can generate an income in this business. How powerful is that? I'm not dependent on somebody needing to decide whether they want to shop, decide if they want to pay subscription, decide if they want medical aid, decide if they want insurance. I am building a business on a business model where you have to do what my business is about, and my business is about shopping. You have to do it. Now you've got something powerful, and that's why this is probably the only business that makes 100% sense to get yourself into long term, because we will shop until the day this happens on the left. Okay? If you breathe, you shop. We're going to go into the numbers now, because this is where it gets pretty exciting. We need to understand why we want to earn with shopping. And why do we want to earn from shopping? Because there's a thing called transaction fees, which I'm going to explain to you now. Our model is based on shopping and the transaction fee that's generated when I go shopping. And this is how it works. How much did I spend for the month on shopping? And this is just fictitious numbers. But how much did I spend? Let's say I spent 10,000 Rand, right? How much did I pay the merchant or merchants at checkout? In total, I paid them the full 10,000 Rand. That's pretty clear. But how much did the merchant get into his bank account? Maybe 9,800 for this example. So some of the money disappeared. He did not get the full 10,000 that I paid him. I had to go do shopping. It was 10,000 Rand. I paid him my 10,000 Rand, but he only gets 9,800. What happened? 200 Rand disappeared into a pot, which we call transaction fees. And in this example, it's a 2% transaction fee. Now, this can vary. It can be from 1%, can be 0.8%, can be 3.5%, can be 4%. This differs. But let's say on average, a merchant loses 2% towards transaction fees. It is from this pot of transaction fees that we are going to earn. This is even more exciting because transaction fees already exist. I don't have to create an insurance policy and hope somebody wants it. I don't have to create a subscription thing and hope somebody wants to subscribe. I don't have to create a medical aid and hope somebody wants it. I am using shopping that you have to do, which generates a transaction fee that will happen anyway. No matter how you pay for your good, there will be a transaction fee. Now, it's our job to show you how do you get your hands on that transaction fee. Because that's what we're going to do. The transaction fee that's already there, because you have to shop, is what we want to come back to us. Not all of it, a bit. If all of it comes back to us, we'll be multimillionaires. All right, that's how much transaction fees there are. So who are payment processors? Because they're the ones making this money. This 2%, this 200 Rand, the 2% transaction fee is made by payment processors. Who are they? They are the likes of your banks, your credit card companies, digital wallets, whoever Whoever does the payment at the merchant, at that point of sale, the cashier, the till, whoever is responsible for getting your money to the bank account of that merchant, they are the payment processor. And there's a saying that we say, whenever money changes hands, a transaction fee is generated. And whenever you go shopping, which you have to do, it doesn't matter how you pay, there will be a transaction fee because the money is changing from your hands going towards the merchant's hands. There's a transaction fee. Somebody is making money from it. Somebody is already making money from it. One of these companies, and there's many more of them, a bank, a credit card company, a digital wallet company, somebody is making money from you paying for your goods, your money changing hands to the merchant's hand. Right. So we need to start understanding transaction fees. We need to understand the market size of transaction fees. You need to understand how much money is on the table because this is the money that we want to get a share of. This is our business. This is our model. Right. Now, in South Africa, we spend approximately 575 million rand per day. 575 million rand per day is spent in South Africa. Let's assume that the payment processors earn a 2% transaction fee. This means payment processors earn a total of 11.5 million rand per day. Per day, 11 million rand per day we are generating in transaction fees because we go shopping. This money, as I said, is already there. The money is already been generated. Okay? We just want to get some of that. That equates to approximately 4 trillion rand per year. 4 trillion rand in transaction fees, only because money is changing hands from you to the merchant. Somebody in between is making 4.2 trillion rand, or a group of somebodies. A lot of companies are involved in the payment processing process. You might, if you've had your own business, you might think of your Yoko machine. How much do you pay a month for your Yoko machine? I think it's about 4.2 it starts, or 3.5, 3.4, so forth. That is a transaction fee contributing to the 4 trillion rand. Cocoa machines, right? All these type of machines that we use in our little businesses, we are getting charged a transaction fee because money is changing hands from my customer to me, and there's somebody in between getting that money from my customer to me, and it's called a transaction fee. Isn't this just unbelievable? How much money is on the table? This money is already there, and we are saying we can earn from that money. We are going to get a share of that money back into our pockets. Right. Now, since we know that we've got 4.2 trillion money on the table, it's literally there, right? Somebody's going to earn this money. Somebody will earn this money. It will be shared between all those payment processors. How do I become a payment processor? How can I also get a little share of it? So let's start your business. Now, let's recap here quickly. How does a bank make money? Well, through transaction fees. It's one of the main sources. Now let's assume 2% on average. How many clients would a typical bank have? The bank's got 1 million clients, spending 5,000 per month. The bank makes 100 million rand per month in transaction fees. If they've got 1 million clients spending on average 5,000 rand per month, they make per month 100 million rand. That's just the one bank. There's another bank. Maybe he's got 5 million clients. Can you see why this business makes sense and why you have to get into this business and start building your business? Because this one bank has got 100 million rand. You are literally also going to start your own little bank. Okay? You will see what I mean. Now, how are we going to start your business? What are we going to do for you to be making money? Well, we need to get you to earn from transaction fees. How does that work? What did we see with the bank? They've got clients, 1 million of them. So you need clients. You need to create your own ecosystem, but you're not a bank, so you can't have clients. You just need to get a bunch of shoppers together and let's go shopping, right? So we're going to help you or show you how to create your own ecosystem of shoppers. And then in our example, what's going to happen? Your ecosystem will consist of a maximum of 11,110 shoppers. Yes, that's the downside. You cannot have 1 million clients like the bank, okay? You're going to have 11,110 shoppers maximum. But from those shoppers, if each one of your ecosystem, your bunch of shoppers, if each one spends only 1,000 Rand per month, you will get more or less 62,000 Rand per month for as long as they shop and only spend 1,000 Rand, which comes from the transaction fee. You will earn this 62,000 Rand from the transaction fee because your ecosystem, with the system that we're going to show you, you will be earning a cashback from your shoppers, which is funded by the transaction fee that's already out there. Now, how are we going to start this business? How do we do this? How do we get you to earn? Well, number one, you're going to purchase a 350 Rand starter pack to activate your participation in this business. You are literally going to start building your own business, your own ecosystem of shoppers. Okay. And your membership is included. So you're going to pay 350 Rand and you're going to get a digital wallet. Like I said in the beginning, we're going to work with a digital wallet. You get a digital wallet. You're going to get your BeeCoinWise back office, which shows you who your shoppers are. And you're even getting, of that 350 Rand, we put 30 Rand back into your wallet so you can start immediately spending so you can see how it works. And you get a load of training. And we do the webinars for you. We do live training sessions. We give you videos that you can use to tell people about this if you don't just want to speak to them, etc., etc. Okay. There is a magnitude of stuff in your 350 Rand starter pack, which is actually only 320 because 30 has been given back to you. All right. Or back into your Sellbox wallet. Okay. Now, I told you you're going to have 11,110 shoppers. How do you get these shoppers? Why do we want these shoppers? Well, because the digital wallet that we use is called a Sellbox wallet. The Sellbox wallet is being given to us to use in order for us to get a cashback from the transaction fee that Sellbox earn from the merchant when I use my digital wallet. Okay, that's a long sentence. If I use my digital wallet, if I use my Sellbox wallet, I will get a cashback. Now, why would they do that? Why would Sellbox just give me money? Why would they share their transaction fee with me? Because BeeCoinWise and them came to an agreement. BeeCoinWise is going to help Sellbox grow. Sellbox been there for 12 years. They've transacted billions of Rand already through their digital wallet. But BeeCoinWise is saying, we will bring you 1 million shoppers. And Sellbox said, okay, for that, we will then give you part of our transaction fee. Now, BeeCoinWise had a choice. They could have said, well, we can probably pay somebody 5 million Rand and get 1 million shoppers to Sellbox, right? 5 Rand per shopper, boom, there they go. Easy, get a marketing company and they'll do it. Okay. Or they can share it with you and me and you and you and you. So we become the people that's going to tell people about this, and we will get a reward for that. Just like BeeCoinWise would have paid a marketing agency to get them 1 million shoppers to Sellbox, they're going to pay you and me for getting people to Sellbox. Helping us, helping the person on the street and the person suffering maybe, or the person who wants an extra income. This becomes your every Friday income, because everybody that you tell about this business and says, yes, I'm getting my starter pack, I want to spend with the Sellbox wallet, I want to earn a cashback from the transaction fee. Everyone that joins every week, you get paid on Friday a little thank you for spreading the word, doing word of mouth. Thank you for gossiping. Thank you for telling your friends and family. Thank you for using the Sellbox wallet. You get every Friday, whoever joined in the last week from a Thursday to a Wednesday, you get on Friday. You will get paid. Now, never in my life have I seen that gossiping can bring me R250,000. And here it is. So, you are the person in the middle. You are the center of your business. And we're going to build circles around you, different types of shoppers. You're going to have your direct shoppers, which are the closest to you. You will know them. This will be your closest friends and family. You will have extended shoppers. You may probably know some of them or many of them. You're going to go broader. You're going to start not knowing these people. And then you go to the market growth shoppers, which is like way away from you. And you'll probably not know more than maybe 10 of them. Now, how do you start your business? Well, you just tell, you're going to use your wallet. And you're going to get excited because you're going to see how easy it is. And then you spread the words. You tell your friends and family about this. You don't sell them anything. They're not going to buy anything from you. They don't have to go and sell anything. They don't have to buy anything except groceries, petrol, go eat out, go to Discount, go to Clicks, go to Spur. Do these things, what you do anyway. That's what you're going to be doing. You're just going to tell people, carry on with your life. Let's just pay different. We are introducing a new payment method. Let's do it. It costs you $350 to get your hands on a Sellbox wallet. And you get into a program where you will earn a cashback, a loyalty program. It is literally a loyalty program because whenever we go shopping, we get a loyalty reward, a cashback, right? Now, I get rewarded. Those 10 people that is in my direct shoppers, and I can only have a maximum of 10 people there, right? This is really your close people. I will get every time someone says, yes, I want my starter pack and they part of my direct shoppers, I earn 10 Rand. Now, if I have 10 people there and I earn 10 Rand, I can earn 100 Rand, just like that. But every time I use my personal onboarding registration link for these people, I get an extra $50. Now, everybody in your first 10, usually you would use your registration link for them so that they are linked to you. Remember, I told you, we're going to tell people about this, but when they go shopping, we will earn from that as well. Because Sellbox is saying, I reward you for your word of mouth. I will reward you. If you tell someone to use my wallet, I will reward you for that. So we need to know who you told, right? But you go to those that are your direct shoppers, but they will also tell people, but they are still connected to you. Your four circles of people are connected to you, and the system knows this because you are the middle and they are all connected to you. And this makes up your 11,110 people. Your extended shoppers, those are the 100 people in your second circle. Everyone that joins in that circle, you get 5 Rand. That gives you 500 Rand. For what? Basically for nothing, because it's your direct shoppers that's talking to these people. You are not, remember, you are not telling all these people. You are telling people about this wallet, your first 10 people, and you do it so good and you're excited. You get them to use their wallet, and what do? They do word of mouth. We do this anyway already. We tell people about the nice milkshake you had at Wimpy. We tell people if we had a nice steak at Spur. We tell people if we had, or if there's a special at Discount, buy 3, pay for 2. We tell people already. So this is what we do here. We duplicate. We get excited. We tell people. They get excited. They tell people. It's a process of duplication. So my direct shoppers, they really will bring in my extended shoppers. But I get paid 5 Rand for that. My extended shoppers, they do the same. They also get excited. They're also excited about buy 3, pay 2. They do word of mouth. So they're also going to tell people, hey, why don't you just pay with your digital wallet? You don't have to pay with your credit card. You don't have to pay cash. Use your digital wallet. You can actually earn. That's a loyalty program. And I will get, there's 1,000 people that can get into that circle. I will get 10 Rand per person. There's 10,000 Rand because other people are talking now. People are spreading the news. The more the news spread, the more I earn. The more the news spread, the more we tell people about this, the more you're going to start earning. Now your broadest shoppers, your third circle, They do the same. They also get excited. They also want to go shopping. They also pay with the digital wallet. They tell their friends and family. Right? Now, I can have 10,000 people there. I get 25 Rand per person that goes into that circle. I get R250,000 for that circle. Over time, as people join, I will have had 10,000 people joining at 25 Rand. That gives me 250,000 Rand. I add all this together. I can earn, just because people said yes to have a Cellbox wallet, I can earn 260,000 Rand paid to me over time, every Friday. Every Friday you get paid. Whoever comes into your circles, you get paid every Friday for the new people coming in. You don't get paid for the old people. It's not subscription. This, we don't do the subscription thing. We do the, as people become new into this business, right? We get rewarded because they say yes, because you went outside your comfort zone. I don't know why. How difficult is it for you to tell somebody, yo, this milkshake and a burger at Wimpy was so lekker, you must go there? How difficult is that to tell to people? Very difficult or very easy? But why is it so difficult to tell people, let's pay different and get some money back? How easy was it for you to tell people, get a discount card? Because you can get, like, all those specials on the shelf. You can get specials with your discount card and you get a cashback. That was easy. So why can't you tell people, use your Cellbox wallet and get a cashback? It's as easy. It's just a different way of paying, right? It's easy. So this is your Friday income. Here comes the nice part. These shoppers here, 11,110 of them, they start shopping. Obviously, you don't have to wait for all 11,000 to arrive. As soon as you start shopping. You get your first person that says, yes, I want it. They start shopping. You will start earning on a monthly basis. Now, this is where the passive income starts. When the people start shopping, which we proved before, you cannot stop shopping because you will be out of existence very quickly, right? We need food. We have to shop. So as soon as people join, they start shopping. Now, there were number threes that put that number 17 there because they were not shopping yet with their Cellbox wallet. Why not? Just fund your wallet. Put money in your wallet. When you buy a new wallet, don't you put money in it? Same with this. Just put money in your wallet and go spend. Okay? It's not that difficult. We can do that, right? So this is where the passive income is going to come in. When these people start shopping, here we go. Remember, we had those 4 circles, right? The first one was my direct shopper. Whenever they go shopping, I will earn up to 0.15% of what they spend. Now, is this passive or is this passive? I earn up to 0.15% of what my direct shoppers spend. They're shopping anyway. They have to, because I showed you what will happen if they don't shop. They have to shop. And every time they go shopping without me telling them to go shopping or what to shop, or, I just tell them, remember to use your Cellbox wallet now and then. But they know to use it. I get up to 0.15% of what they shop. This is the loyalty program that we join, okay? My extended shoppers, there's 100 of them. I earn up to 0.075% of what they spend. And I'm going to show you how much this becomes eventually, right? I'm just giving you the percentages of this loyalty program. My broader shoppers, remember there's 1,000 of them. I will earn up to 0.225% of whatever they spend. They go to the shops, they put petrol in, they go to Discount, they go to the Wimpy. I'm not telling them, I don't even know these people. Remember, this was word of mouth. I told my friend who told his friend, I might know. Who told his friend, I don't know. But that friend goes shopping, I earn. And this friend now goes and tells someone else, that becomes my market growth shopper. I can earn up to 0.6% of what they spend. And there's 10,000 of these people, right? There's 10,000 of these people. These direct shoppers, extended shoppers, broader shoppers, market growth shoppers, that is my passive income. Because I taught some of them to get a digital wallet. They've told their people, they tell their people, etc. We do word of mouth. We do gossip. We tell people about this. We don't sell anything. We don't sell products to anybody. We are literally just telling people, why don't you pay different so that you can earn a little cash back that is funded from those transaction fees. Remember, there's like 4.2 trillion rand. And you can earn from that, but you have to make that shift. You have to start paying with your digital wallet, and you have to get your friends and family. You need customers. You need shoppers. We've showed you. The life insurance company, they need shoppers. They need clients. The subscription business, they need subscribers. The Pick and Pay, they need shoppers. You need shoppers. You cannot do this by yourself. You have to tell people. But in fact, you only have to tell 10 people, because if you teach those people to use their wallet and duplicate exactly what you've done, just tell people about this. Don't sell them anything, because you don't have to. There's nothing for them to sell anyway. Just get them to use their digital wallet. Just pay different. And you can earn these loyalty rewards. And you yourself, this little yellow sticker, whatever you spend, you can also earn on your own spending up to 0.15%. Now, will people ever stop shopping? No, because we know what will happen. I showed you a few slides ago what happens if you stop shopping. Everybody will shop. Whether they do it directly or indirectly, people need to shop. This business is self-sustainable. We don't have to force people to shop. They have to do it anyway. Now, if we take these percentages and let's put them into rands and cents, because that's what we understand better than percentages, right? So we're going to assume everybody spends 1,000 rand. Your shoppers, you've got your 11,000 shoppers, and you spend 1,000 rand each, only 1,000 rand. Right. So you will earn up to 0.15%. Okay, it's small change. It's 1 rand 50. Okay, this is why no company can only work with one person, with one customer, with one subscriber. They need a lot. Okay, now we go to your direct shoppers. So here we go. Your first 10 people, that's your direct shoppers. You've got 10 of them. They also spend 1,000 rand each. When we're making these assumptions, because I know some people spend 10,000 rand and 50,000 rand and 12,000 rand and 200 rand. We all spend different amounts, but we're just saying 1,000. You can earn up to 0.15%. And we're going to assume we're going to earn the maximum, right? Which means for your direct shoppers, your loyalty program pays you 15 rand. And I know people say, oh, it's only 15 rand. Well, guess what? Last month at Clicks, I earned 23 cents. Am I stopping my Clicks card? No, because next month maybe I'll earn more. Okay, I earn more in Discount this month because most of my shopping was as Discount. But with my loyalty program, my Sellbucks, my BeeCoinWise loyalty program, I cannot say no thank you to 15 rand. I'm not saying no thank you to my Clicks card, which I earn 23 cents. Right? It's money I didn't have before. It's a cashback. This is real money. I can take this money and go and buy bread. Okay? My extended shoppers, that's the one we said you're going to earn up to 0.075%. There's 100 of them. And let's say they all spend 1,000 rand each. That means in total, you will earn 75 rand from your extended shoppers just because they go shopping. You did not sell them anything. You did not force them to buy anything. You did not force them to put petrol in the car. They have to do it anyway. Okay. My broader shoppers, I've got 1,000 of these people. They also spend, let's say, 1,000 rand each. I can earn up to 0.225. Now this is where I start making real nice money. Okay, because there's a lot of them and it's a nice percentage. I get 2,250, but they've only spent 1,000 rand. And my market growth shoppers, well, I've got 10,000 of them and I earn up to 0.6%. If they only spend 1,000 rand each, I earn 60,000 rand. Companies, businesses need their clientele. They need their customers. They need their shoppers. You need your shoppers. If I add that all together, I have 62,341 rand 50 cents. Okay, let's call it 62,000 rand. I have 62,000 rand because other people went shopping. This 62,000 rand come from where? From that 4.2 trillion rand that you are part of the creation. You already created this money anyway by using either cash, debit cards, credit cards, EFTs, tap with your phone, tap with your watch, pay the digital wallet, whichever way that you pay, you are creating the 62,000 rand anyway. How do you earn from it? You use your digital wallet. In conclusion, BeeCoinWise is a shopping and loyalty revolution. There is nothing like this. We believe in empowering shoppers and strengthening communities and creating an ecosystem where everyone benefits from their everyday, anyway shopping. What are we going to do? We're going to shop smart, we're going to earn more, and we're going to grow together. Because this is the only business out there that is self-sustainable. It's the only business where we cannot decide whether we want to shop or not. We have to shop. It's the only business where we do not have a choice to be part of the end result, which is the transaction fee. Because no matter how you pay currently, you are contributing towards transaction fees already. This is why I always tell my friends and family, you're already doing it. You're already creating the transaction fee. All you need to do now is pay your digital wallet and get some of that back. Because you're already doing it. Each one of you, you're already doing it. So I know, most likely, tomorrow you're going to shop again. I know I am. I'm going to Mug and Bean tomorrow morning. I've got an appointment at 10 o'clock at the Mug and Bean. Guess what? I'm using my digital wallet there tomorrow. We all will probably shop tomorrow. The question is, will you earn from it or not? It's actually a question that should be, will you earn from it? Or is someone else going to earn from it? Because you are creating a transaction fee tomorrow whenever you go shopping. Who is earning from it? You or someone else? So the time is now. You get back to that person. Ask for that registration link. Fill it in. Fill in all the details. Find your wallet. Spend and start telling people about this. And that is how easy this business is. Does it make sense? Have I lost a lot of people? Hopefully not. Are there anyone who wants to see how you actually register for this business? There's a yes. Right, let's quickly do that. You go back to that person, you're going to get that link. You're going to click on that link. It's going to open up the screen. You're going to put in your details, your name, your last name, your initials, your ID number, etc. You're going to put in your mobile number. This is one thing we need to remember here. When you put in your mobile number, don't put the first 0. Just start after the 0. The number is 068. You start with 68. My number is 083. I'd start with 83. And then put the rest of your numbers. And make a screenshot of this, please, because this is your login for everything. So log into BeeCoinWise. It's your login to Sellbucks. It's your login to, or it's the number you will get your SMSs, etc. Right? So you need to make a screenshot so that if something goes wrong, we can see which number you registered on. Don't worry to click as a merchant. You're not. You're just a normal person. Later on, we will tell you about the merchant section. Then you're going to put in your address, which is pretty easy. You know your address. You get to the sponsor details. You don't worry about the sponsor details. It's already pre-populated with a number. There will be some form of number, anything from 1 up to 5-digit numbers, right? Don't change it. Don't worry about the mobile number. This number here knows what the mobile number is. It's filled in for you. Go to create a password. This is where you open these eyes so you can see what you type. And you need to use all these combinations, capitals and small letters and numbers and funny characters, right? When they're the same, make a screenshot of this part, because if you forget your password, then we need to get back to IT, because they're the only people that can unlock this for you then. Okay, make a screenshot. Click on this little button here and click on sign up. That is now creating your BeeCoinWise office, where you're going to see your circle of friends and family that's joined your business. Right? That's how easy that part is. The next screen that will come up is going to be the payment details, where you need to pay your 350 Rand. Make a screenshot of that. We're not going to do the payment yet. There's a continue button below that. You're going to click on the continue button. That creates your Sellbucks wallet for you. One click and you've got a Sellbucks wallet. You will more or less almost instantly receive an SMS on Sellbucks with a 5-digit PIN saying, congratulations, here's your 5-digit PIN. Your login, your mobile number, your 5-digit PIN, your SMS. Now you have done your registration process. All you have to do is pay. What do? You've done a screenshot of those payment details. Remember, you go to your banking app or your online banking, or you go to the branch, F&B bank, and you're going to pay your 350 Rand. You pay your 350 Rand, and you will use as a reference your mobile number in the 27 format. 27, drop the 0, and the rest of the numbers in the beneficiary reference. It is in that piece that you did a screenshot of. It says very clearly what you need to do. And that's the registration process. Send the person who got you here the proof of payment, and send to BeeCoinWise also the proof of payment so they can match it easier. Okay. That's it. That's the business. Do we have any questions here? Please, can you show what shops are involved in BeeCoinWise? Okay, let's do that. We haven't done that part tonight. Let me quickly show you. So the shops that's involved in BeeCoinWise, and you can actually count them. I want you to count them and tell me how many of these merchants do you recognize. There you go. So these are the merchants that's part of BeeCoinWise, and you're going to count for me quickly and tell me how many of these do you recognize. You can go to them and pay with your Cellbucks money, with your digital wallet. It's a 168 code that we use, right? So there we go. We're going to start moving along. There's quite a few of them, 3 pages. Johnson Workwear is one of the new ones that's just joined us. Let's see, there we go. Tomorrow I'll be at Mug and Bean. I've never been to OPC. I've done more or less all the rest I've done, and we're still going. We're almost at the end. Take a lot sometimes got an issue with themselves inside their own payment process. So Take a lot's a bit of a crybaby at the moment, but they're sorting out their own system. It's not our side, it's their side. And there's the end. How many of these did you recognize? Just drop it in the comments. Let's see. 29, most of them, 15 of them. Okay, awesome, cool. You see, I just want to show you very quickly your digital wallet. Where is your digital wallet? It's on your phone. There's an SMS functionality. We all got SMSs, right? You don't even need data or airtime for SMSs to receive them. In my SMSs, there's my digital wallet. So I have a message from Cellbucks that tells me what is the balance of my digital wallet and what is the code I'm going to use. So this is the difference we're going to do. We're going to pay at the cashier, and we're going to tell them we're going to pay with a digital wallet. So we call it a Y code. That's most places. 99% of places will recognize the word Y code. So when I go to ShopRite, I tell them I want to pay with a Y code. They will just ask me to type the number into their little keypad. Starts with the 168, and I will tell them I will type in 1683521311580. It's here. As soon as I purchase and it goes through and it's approved, I've got enough money, I will get a message that says, hi, you've just paid 168 Rand and 23 cents to ShopRite. Your new BeeCoinWise voucher balance for voucher number, I get a new number for security, is now so much Rand. So I get a new balance. I know exactly what's in my wallet, and I will use that number. The next time when I go shopping, I'll use that number, and as soon as I use that number, I will get a message, and it will say, hi, you've just paid 626 Rand 72 cents to Checkers. Your new BeeCoinWise voucher number is 168, and I get a new number, and my balance is so much Rand. And here it is. I've got track record of each and every transaction I've had with BeeCoinWise. It carries on forever. Every time I shop, I get an SMS with my new balance and a new 168 number, and it just carries on forever and ever. Okay, that is how easy it is to pay. So before I would have just tapped with my phone. Now I just go to my SMS and I either read them the number, or I type it in myself, or at the Wimpy, I just write it on my bill, and they go type it in at the POS system. That's how easy it is. Okay, let's bring this all together, okay, because I think we're all done with the questions and stuff. So you have seen something very, very simple tonight, right? We all shop. We have to shop. We all pay at the cashier. That does not change. We're still paying. The only thing that we're going to change is how you pay. And by doing that, you're going to start receiving a cashback every month, right? That's all we're going to do. Now, here's the exciting part. When you share this with your people that you know, your friends and your family, and the people that you already talk to every day, anyway, you're not only helping them, but you also create a steady passive income for yourself. And you're going to show them how they can do it as well, because we all need that extra income. So let me ask you this one thing, this last question. If you're going to shop anyway, does it make sense to walk away with nothing? Or to walk away with a cashback and a new income stream. What makes more sense? It's not complicated. It's not even risky because you can't lose anything. And you don't need to spend anything more. You spent what you spent anyway. It's simply about being smart with something that you're already doing. I tell that to people all the time. You're already doing it. All right. And as we said, get back to that person, get that unique registration link that he will or she will have for you, right? That's how you can get started today or tonight, tomorrow, and begin turning your anyway everyday shopping into real passive income. But the truth is, the longer you wait, the more cashback you leave behind. And if you don't want to miss, then get that registration link. Thank you. Thanks for being here. All we're going to do now is we're going to turn our anyway everyday shopping into a passive income. Remember, you're already doing your shopping. Okay, we know that. You're doing your shopping. Why not get paid for it? It's nothing new. It's nothing new. You do your shopping, but it's going to pay you back. All right? You can't stop shopping. I'll prove that to you, but you can start earning from it. Anyway, everyday shopping, it's what you do. Cashback is what you're going to get, but you need that registration link. So smart shoppers, they don't just spend. They earn from their anyway everyday shopping. I hope that made this easy for you. I hope for those number threes that's not been using the system yet to start using the system. I hope for the number ones, you see how easy this is, and next time you're going to be a number three. And I hope for the number twos, you finish with sitting on the fence. Hop over. This is the only self-sustainable business out there. You have to shop, or else it's the end of mankind. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Cheers and goodbye.